Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes with by Climate Week NYC, bringing you a series of bite-sized interviews with some of the key people, organizations and businesses ahead of Climate Week NYC this September 20th through to 26th. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Jim Andrew, the Chief Sustainability Officer at PepsiCo. PepsiCo products are enjoyed by consumers more than 1 billion times a day in more than 200 countries and territories around the world. PepsiCo generated more than $70 billion in net revenue in 2020 with household names such as Frito-Lay, Gatorade, Pepsi Cola, of course, Quaker, Tropicana, and SodaStream. So there is a lot of ground for us to cover today, and I've got a lot of questions for us to ask. So without further ado, Jim, I'm going to start the clock and ask you quite a big question first of all, which are, what are PepsiCo's plans for the future?
PepsiCo we are really focused on transforming how we create value by operating within planetary boundaries. And that is a key part of what we're trying to do in the future, Adam. And another part of that is how do we inspire positive change for the planet and the people on it? And, we're already taking action on this journey. In January, we doubled down on our climate goal and we pledged to achieve net zero by 2040. April, we announced our positive agriculture ambition. And most recently, we announced our net water positive vision to reduce absolute water usage and by 2030 to replenish more water than we use. So we got big plans for the future.
So you mentioned that PepsiCo's positive agriculture ambition. That sounds really interesting. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, our positive agriculture ambition is focused on sourcing crops and ingredients in a way that restores the earth and strengthens farming communities. And, at our heart, a lot of people don't know this, PepsiCo is an agricultural company. We source more than 25 crops, from more than 60 countries, and we support more than 100,000 agricultural jobs around the world. And that reach means we can have a really big impact. Let me give you an example. By 2030, we want to help spread regenerative agriculture practices across 7 million acres, which is approximately the size of our total global agricultural footprint. And we estimate that this will eliminate at least 3 million tons of greenhouse gases. So agriculture is a big part of what we're trying to do as we move our sustainability agenda forward.
I think that's an interesting point. When I'm buying a sort of a Pepsi or a Tropicana, you don't think of it as agriculture directly. I mean, you've got some massive brands. How do PepsiCo brands support your positive agriculture ambitions?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, our brands are really leaning in. Let me give you a couple of examples. All of the potatoes for Lay's and all the oats for Quaker in North America are 100% sustainably sourced. And that's a lot of potatoes and a lot of oats. And our Walker's brand in the UK recently introduced some new circular potato technology that uses potato peelings to make low carbon fertilizer. And that will then reduce the carbon emissions from growing potatoes by 70%. Our brands are the way that we really connect with consumers, and they're really leaning in on what we're trying to do on sustainability to inspire consumers to make positive choices.
That's it. My best friend growing up lived opposite the Walker's factory in Leicester, so I know it well from my childhood. It's a big year this year. We've got COP26. Obviously, we've had the IPCC report earlier in the year. So when it comes to 2021, what's the message you want to put across at Climate Week NYC and at COP?
Yeah, the central message is clear. We must work collaboratively to build more resilient communities and a more sustainable food system for everyone. I mean, this means how we source to restore the earth, how we make our products, how we inspire people to make positive choices, because these are the things that we can all do. And as PepsiCo, we're committed, we're taking action, and we need everyone to do it because it's a big part of that is collaboration, working together.
And we've seen a lot of future dates get bandied around when it comes to climate action. We've got 2050, we've got 2030. But thinking about 2021, our slogan this year is getting it done. What does getting it done mean to PepsiCo?
Adam, this is a perfect theme and mantra for this event. And it's one that rings extremely true to PepsiCo and also to me personally. I'm all about getting stuff done. The next decade is critical and the time to act is now. And I think individually, collectively, as a company, we've got a responsibility, also an opportunity to take bigger, bolder, and faster steps to catalyze positive change, both within PepsiCo, but also beyond our company four walls to help build a food system that's more resilient, more sustainable, and more inclusive for the future. Getting it done is key.
And I'm gonna use my chairman's privilege to maybe just go over the 5 minutes a little bit here, because I want to follow up on one bit there. You said going out beyond the four walls. When it comes to collaboration, when it comes to working with people, perhaps even competitors of yours, like what role does collaboration play in achieving your goals?
Easy. It is critical, and that it's absolutely central. And that whether it's within our industry or with across industries, I always say I'll work with almost anybody, including competitors, when it comes to trying to make the food system better and to address these issues. We know we can't do it alone. And to make the biggest impact, all of us need to work together, companies, NGOs, governments, everyone, because we're all working towards the same goal. So collaboration, critical, a key centerpiece of our whole strategy.
Brilliant. Well, I could ask many, many more questions, but I don't have time. However, the good news is Jim is taking part in a special event at the Hub Live. It's called Peas, Trees, and 1.5 Degrees, Nature and Agriculture in the Climate Decade. It's happening on September the 23rd at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And you can find out details about that event, as well as the full program at Climate Week NYC, happening September 20th through to the 26th on our website, as well as via the link below. So I just want to finally say, Jim, thank you so much. It's been really great fun speaking to you, and look forward to seeing you at Climate Week NYC.
Thank you. Likewise. Look forward to it.